to your 2023 New Year prediction. Hope you friends are doing great out there. If your friends like this, please like and subscribe. Okay, friends, let's get in here and see what is going on with you. We have the Taurus coming out. We are going this way. This is winter now, between 22 and 23. And this is the Virgo is the, is spring. And then we have summer. And then we have the fall. I do not do the winter because then we do the winter again next year. Okay, so going straight into this Taurus energy. This energy is a stubborn energy. This is where you're going to get your stability. This is asking you to stand your ground. I'm really feeling like you want to stand your ground right now. Could be also some reevaluating on where it is you truly want to be right now within this winter season. We just had Christmas. Now we're getting ready for the new year. So it's kind of like asking you, hey, what do I have and what do I definitely need? So it's kind of showing you what you have and where you need to be. This is definitely a fixed sign. I just want you guys to know that, which means it's fixed energy. You're going to be very fixated on this area of your life. This is where you're gathering the facts and understanding the data that you're figuring out for the best step forward into 2023. This is where your motivation is going to be centered, not wanting to move. You're saying, this is what I'm fixated on. This is what I have and how I can have the best of the rest I want to invest in. So what I have now, how do I make it better, right? And this is where the plans and commitments to yourself are really, kind of like standing their own ground, making their own roots. Where do I make my roots? How do I get to where I need to be? There's going to be a lot of vitality also within that situation. So you probably feel a little happy about what you're thinking about because it does. It makes you a little happy because you're saying, you know what, this could be what this is, and this is how I feel. So feeling a little fired up over here about the situation. Getting really passionate about the situation when we're talking about fire. Fire is putting that fire underneath you, saying this is what I want. This is where I want to be in 2023, and I don't want anything to slow me down. So really stationing yourself in that direction. And it's a powerful dynamic time within your life of thinking of what could be. Wow. So you're dominating right here, right? So clarifying on the Taurus, or I'm sorry, the fire over here with these moon cards. My son got these new moon cards for me. So, and it's saying luck is on your side. Well, beautiful Sagittarius energy coming in right there saying, you know what, luck is on your side. Take it from the lucky standard. Keep your positivity alive because luck this year is on your side. So really liking that. So let's see where that's going. Clarifying on the situation. Absolutely. It's because right now you feel like you have lack of communication of where you need the communication. You may feel like, you know what, there's something out there that needs to communicate with me. How am I going to get myself out there? How am I going to get this opportunity? So you're looking at the kind of the vision of what could be. And this is, yeah, I really need this person to really come in and really help me out. How am I going to get there? And this is talking about making the judgment and making the right call. Actually picking up the phone and making phone calls. This is where you're, waiting for a call back for the situation and really dominating the situation. Having that second chance as well. You may have felt like you lost a chance, and this is where you can actually become ambition and have the drive to really find that second chance. Feeling like, you know what, I can embrace this. I'm going to embrace the situation. Stuff happened. But now I'm going to find the ambition to really get me moving. So it's going to be this driving force for you, which is going to open up a lot of doors for you and bring in this beautiful energy of luck being on your side. Okay, so grabbing one of these cards over here. This card over here is going to actually transition from the winter into the spring. Loving this. Okay. So clarifying on this card, please. This is saying no occupation at this time. Still looking for that occupation. Still putting that drive in there. Not really finding the job that you're really looking for just yet. And this is saying, okay, well, you know what? It's okay though, because I will find the job that I really want. A lot of you have a job that you just feel like you're kind of in a stale job. I don't really like my job, or maybe I don't have the right job, or I'm having a hard time finding a job. And so this is saying the occupation is not there just yet, but you're still driving towards it, towards springtime. So still not where you want to be just yet. So if you are an entrepreneur and you're trying to put everything together for yourself, it just has not come together just properly yet. Underneath the Virgo is saying that there is a lot of retrospective and thinking that needs to go on. This is, you know, a very great card because it's going to make you analyze the situation. This is going to make you get centered. You're going to see kind of an eye of a storm going on over here. But it's going to actually allow you to gather a lot of courage and strength and confidence to want to get overly motivated. Now you're really driven. Wow. So where you felt driven here, guys, you're really going to feel driven over here because you're going to say, okay, that didn't work. Right? I need to pay attention to more details, something of this nature. So come in the spring, we have this beautiful earth energy. Wow, earth energy again. You got two earth energies coming in. So the earth energy is saying this is where I am dominating. This is where I'm still keeping my roots where they need to be. I'm contemplating on how I'm going to move without having to overly self-sacrifice anything that could be harmful for myself. But this is a very kind of dominating, beautiful card of earth. I love earth energy because it's saying this is where I'm getting stubborn about the situation. I'm stern about the situation, but yet I'm also nurturing the situation. So, you know, and if it's a relationship also, within your love relationships, this is where you're going to put up your boundaries, guys. This is where you're going to shake your partner up, right? This is like, I've analyzed the situation. I'm going to give you a wake-up call. And you're going to shake things up and make things shift and change. Right? And really feed them the nurturing and the love. Wow. I love that. Hold on. You know, it's like, hold on. Yeah, that's going to be some beautiful energy there. This is where you're going to find a personal issue reaches a resolution. Ooh. So the personal issue is reaching a resolution. You're finding the resolution within the situation. You have this beautiful Cancer coming in, right? Which is saying, okay, here we go, right? And, excuse me, this is where you're going to feel like you're on the brink of a new chapter. Why? Because, look, guys, you're stable. You're bringing in the stability. Whether it's, you know, in the love relationship right now, within the occupation itself, you definitely can see things kind of changing around for you. Oh, God, some of you, it's new love. That's why you're shaking it up. Shaking it up with the new love. But also on the occupation part, you're also looking deep within the cup and saying, this is where I'm going to figure out what it is. Feeling more poised about the situation and really feeling like this is where the change could really be. And you're feeling the shift. So there is definitely this, you know, this shift going around. Where there was failure and disappointment, you're feeling much better about the situation. This sudden awareness. Oh, wow. Because you have this sudden awareness of where I kind of maybe dropped the ball or didn't go far enough within the situation. Within the love situation, we have the lovers. Excuse me. We have the lovers coming out, and it's saying, this is the love that I've been looking for. And I really want to shake this up and make sure that they understand where I'm coming from and really nurture this situation and really offer the love, you know. But this is also where other offerings are coming from, and you also have the 10 of Cups. So on the love side, you're, you know, you've got it coming through. You're saying, you know, keeping your ground and nurturing towards the situation. You want the love to work. And on the work front, it's like I kind of see where I kind of dropped the ball, and I got this. And so this causes this kind of out of the blue moon kind of feeling for you as the shift is taking place. So I'm going to have to say so far, feel like this year is kind of like renewing the sense of self and kind of shaking things up for you in both areas of your life, love and occupation, because it's giving you a lot of awareness of where you can actually go and what you're actually, worth, and discovering the things of what you can truly do if you kind of step back, right? And kind of look at it from a different point of view. So you do have expectations that are coming through. There is a lot of expectations. You might have this, main male over here. It could be the love interest who is, expecting you to give them this kind of love. Or you could be the main male and expecting this kind of love to come through. But I also feel like, ooh, taking the high road when it comes to the money area. There you go. There you go. Having that high road. So there is definitely taking the high road to the success area of your life. With the Libra over here coming into the summertime, it's telling you, well, you're going to keep yourself balanced for the situation. And if you're finding new love and you have this new opportunity for this job and wanting this job, guys, it's going to allow you to balance out both situations. That way you can have, a more meaningful life. Okay. That way you can bring everything together, not feeling like you're only doing one without the other, and having this beautiful air energy coming through, saying this is where I'm going with the flow, but I'm analyzing everything again, and I'm having great communication. And there's great communication coming out of summertime on, work fronts, love fronts. So you're going to feel like you're kind of a butterfly over here socially. Because it's going to feel like there's a lot of opportunities, but they need to be handled with communication, right? There has to be communication coming out of the situation. So over here it says, don't let your past hold you back. This is where it's saying, be sure on how you say things, right? How do you communicate with things? Don't self-sabotage love. Don't self-sabotage jobs. Looking from a more positive outlook. Don't make petty squabbles, meaningless drama out of nothing, right? Kind of, like I said, taking a step back and looking at things from different ways. Really having the Empress coming out. The Empress over here is talking about this is where you nurture the situation. And there's a lot of growth and evolution this year to where you're really handling things a lot different and taking different steps and actions towards different relationships. Like I said, whether it's the job front or love, because no matter what, with the Venus, it's saying all areas of your life, even within yourself. So there's definitely discovering the new ways to love yourself as well, on ways that you're handling things. So you're not going to allow the past. You're going to get past that so that you reap your rewards and get the hard work, coming at you. Really looking at what it is you're really focused on. You do have somebody who's watching you in the summertime, and it looks like they're kind of interested, and they really do want to talk about the situations with you. They have new ideas. They want to hear your ideas. And there is a lot of communication right here. And there's a lot of curiosity coming from this person as well. And it definitely could be a Gemini who wants to know more about your situations. Wow, so really watch for that, because they do want to get involved within the situation, whether it's a love situation or however it is, it's development for sure. Right? So let's see what we're going to do over here. Getting a card. Very beautiful reading. Talking about lovers. And that they're definitely talking about a lot of lovers. And we're also talking about the house. So there could be you moving house, leaving the house, buying a new house. Maybe you're looking to get into real estate. However it is, it's definitely paving the new way for the love. Maybe you're opening your house to them, letting them move in. Oh boy, depends on the situation, right? But however it is, it's talking about the house and something inside the house, the family. maybe you're bringing the love to the house. Maybe, you know, 4th of July, you're going to, have a housewarming for somebody, or maybe you're going to throw a party, however it is. But it's definitely, there's paving the pathway. So you are definitely making a new pathway for yourself. And really, for a lot of you, taking on a different career path, one that's more trusted for yourself, something that's more committed. Wow. And then going straight into fall over here. Let's see what we got going on. We have the Leo, and the Leo is saying, I will. As in, I will do what I need to do, and I have the willpower to do so. So this is definitely where you're going to find yourself letting go and doing the things that you know you need to do, and really taking the courage to do so, and really learning new steps and new things. And there's going to be a lot of new achievements and a lot of new things coming at you that you need to be particularly aware of when it comes to the fall time and this new pathway, right? And this new love, this new path, this new house, however it is. Because those things are really coming in together. Your dreams that need a practical plan. And this is where it's saying, okay, so you've got all of this together. You know exactly where you're going. Now let's just make sure that they're practical, right? Let's make sure that everything that you're doing is practical. Because now it's saying maybe there's a little bit of something that's going on that needs a little more touch up, right? And maybe it's because you're being forced to embark down some kind of different path from the path that you were on, right? And you don't want to do that. So that doesn't seem practical, right? So with the Saturn over here, it's saying that there's going to be this kind of downtime that you're going to want, that you're going to take. And it's going to feel like there's some carelessness going on. It could be the person that you're with really doesn't like the path that you're on. I'm sorry, that's the way it looks. It just seems like they may be a little negative, and it's making you a little sad. So it's bringing in a little pessimism. This is saying because your personal transitions are now becoming resistant to change, because it feels like where I had business, I have unfinished business. So now I have to kind of pave back more of what I had in the beginning of the year towards the end of the year, because somehow or another, maybe your love or something you loved was not coming through exactly the way. Of course, look, guys, nothing's going to be exactly the way that you ever plan anything. But I think that the problem is that it got kind of mushy, like mushed together, like not mushy, but like maybe mushed together. Like, okay, look, I was planning to do this and that, and then they said, well, what if you did this? And you're like, yeah, well, I wanted this job so that I could be, we'll just say, the general manager. And now you want me to work at the front desk? That's not what I came to do. You see what I'm saying? So it almost feels like they're kind of colliding, and it's kind of getting off track. So now you have to go back and kind of reestablish the plan that you had from the beginning of the year to really get back to what you really want. So now it's at a standstill again. So that way you can have the new opportunities, and now you can go back to that person again. Look, this guy over here was already looking at you, but the only problem is it looks like he was looking at you maybe a little bit different. He wanted to know what you had going on, but then it was almost like he's kind of doing something different. Now, this is saying you have the mental clarity of the understanding and the breakthrough of what the conflict was. The conflict was either you hired me and told me that you were going to give me this much money, and then you end up giving me this much money. Watch what it is, because it feels like it's mushed, or it's not represented. Oh, yes, misrepresented by that person. So you like even signed a contract with someone. Let's say like you sold a house. Let's just bring it there for a second. You're selling a house. Maybe there's some kind of misrepresentation from the seller itself, and you're the realtor, and you're going, wait a minute, but you didn't say that that was there. So I might end up losing money out of it, and then you might end up losing money out of the deal. Or you might buy the house and find out that there's all these problems. Hey, look, you had the inspector there, but they didn't find that stuff. Who knows? I mean, maybe it's a haunted house. I'm not even joking, right? I mean, how many times we heard these? Like, they misrepresented. I bought a haunted house? What? I mean, you never know. We hear all these crazy stories. You never know. So, I mean, there's something that's misrepresented that ends up throwing you off during, and I'm telling you, this is going to be during probably August. I'm telling you guys, this is probably for the majority of you. It's going to be through August, going into September, or you know what I mean, for the majority of you. Doesn't have to be, but I'm just saying where it's because it's so tied and tight together, right? But it's something that's like I don't know what you're doing. It's like I was on the brink. You are on the brink of a whole new chapter, but now you have to go back and you have to almost go back all the way to January now and say, what were the roots? Because this person kind of threw me for a loop. What is, that's just the way life is because we forget what you know what I mean? We forget a lot of what we 100% did. And then when they offer something, sometimes it's such a great deal, but it just seems like it threw you. So really watch that. And the overall card for this one is, yeah, that's going to throw you. This mature man. But I also feel like the mature man could also be yourself as because this journey has matured you in growth and making you really kind of, perceive things in a lot of different ways, making you really understand who you are and what you really want out of life, right? So, and giving you a lot of thoughts and a lot of different ideas of what it is you truly, truly want. And the overall card is, it's a journey, all right. Taking the journey, and it definitely is a journey, that's for sure. And courtship, look at that courtship out of that. There's that love. So it does feel like you definitely have love with the courtship, and you definitely have this journey through this this whole year. Some beautiful things coming to you. I mean, no matter what, we still see great, great things, great love. Wow. Yeah. New romantic cycle begins. And it really is about that, and expect the powerful change. Wow. And I do love that because it's also saying, yeah, because no matter what, this is going to be a huge change. We have, the Ace of Swords over here talking about the growth and the change and the way that things are going around you. And then you have the luck on your side. So it's still transforming everything for you, my friends, as you are really moving towards what it is you truly, truly want. Okay? Until next time, peace and love. Bye-bye.